Okay everyone, today we shall start the new topic, that is virtual work. Already we discussed the TROS by joint method and by section method, and also we discussed the different problems. Today we shall discuss the virtual work. Before starting the topic, we should know what is work, as we know that work or work done, W is equal to force into displacement. So mathematically I can write that is F cross D. Similarly, virtual work. What is the definition of virtual work? Suppose I am talking about a system or a body. Suppose let think that system or the body is in equilibrium under the action of some forces. Then what will happen? If the body is in equilibrium, then we can say that there is no displacement. As there is no displacement, then we can say that there is no work done. Okay, let's say the system has some very small imaginary arbitrary displacement. As we are thinking that or considering that there is some imaginary displacement of the system, and due to the very small imaginary system displacement of the system, then we can say that there is some work done. Okay, so the imaginary small displacement is known as the virtual displacement. Hence, the product of the net resultant force and the virtual displacement in the direction of the force is called the virtual work. Then come to the principle of virtual work. What is the principle of virtual work? The algebraic sum of the virtual work for every virtual displacement is 0, then the system is in equilibrium. That is the principle of the virtual work. What does it mean? Suppose the algebraic sum of the virtual work for every virtual displacement is 0, then we can say that the system is in equilibrium. Before we discuss that sum of all vertical force is equal to 0, sum of horizontal force is equal to 0, or if some moment is 0, then we can say that the body is in equilibrium. Now we are discussing about the virtual work. So if the sum of the virtual work is 0, then we can say that the system is equilibrium. Now come to an example. See, this is a rod, uniform rod, and it is hinged at the point O. So let the rod AB can rotate at the point O, as it is the hinge support. Now we have applied a force at the point A, that is F1, and a force F2 at the point B. Now due to the applied force F1 and F2, the body or the rod is in the horizontal. That is, we can say that the rod is in equilibrium. Now let's consider that there is some imaginary displacement at the point A and at the point B. Suppose due to the force F1, there is some arbitrary or very small imaginary displacement A dash. Similarly, at the point B, that is B or B dash, is the imaginary displacement due to the force F2. And due to these two imaginary displacement, and delta theta is the imaginary rotation of the rod. Okay, now let we can write here, let the rod rotates, let due to the imaginary displacement due to the imaginary displacement, the rod rotates through an angle delta theta, and it makes the position that is A dash B dash. Okay, now according to the imaginary displacement, we can write A dash. Now according to the imaginary displacement A dash, what is the value? That is, this is the displacement, this is the distance from point A to the hinge support, this side left side, and from O to the B, that is B, we have taken. Now we can write here imaginary displacement a dash, that is a into delta theta. Similarly we can write b dash is equal to b delta theta. How? Now see, this is delta theta, so we are going to find out a dash. So how can we find? Now this by this p and this b, so we know this value. Now we want to find out this value, so p by b, see, p by b is equal to, that is tan theta. Okay, p by b is equal to tan theta, but this value delta theta is very small, so we are considering that is 1. So what happened now, or negligible? So what happened now, this by this we want to find out, that is tan theta, so this is equal to this into delta theta. Okay, this into delta theta, so we can write here a into delta theta. Similarly we can write b dash is equal to b into delta theta. Now we can find out the work done. Now we can find out the work done. Work done, W by the force F1. So we can say that is W is equal to, or W1 is equal to F1 into the displacement a dash, so is equal to F1 into a into delta theta. Similarly W2, work done due to the force F2 at the point B, so we can write here F2 into b dash. So here we can write F2 into b into delta theta. Now the total work done. Total work done, or we can say that, now see, we are taking this is the force moving upward and this is the force moving downward. So moving the force moving upward, we can take it positive, but here the force F2 is moving downward, so due to this downward direction of forces we can write here negative work done. So that is F minus F2 b delta. So total work done, W is equal to W1 plus W2. We can write here W1, we can write here W1, what is the value for W1? F1 a delta theta. So what is the W2? That is minus, so we can write a minus F2 b delta theta. Okay, so we can write here according to the principle of virtual work. According to the principle of virtual work, that is F1a delta theta minus F2b delta theta is equal to 0. So we can write here F1a delta theta is equal to F2b delta theta. So delta theta cancelled. Suppose you think we want to find out the force F1, so we can write F1 is equal to F2b by a, or if we want to find out the force F2, so we can write F2 is equal to F1a divided by b. So this is the virtual work method. Okay.